This is a short video taking a look at the discovery-based crafting in Balrum. Now, I'm taking a look at cooking right now, but this is the same process for crafting anything. So whether it's any piece of armor or any type of weapon, this is the process. You can buy recipes from people. As you can see, I have a list of recipes here. And then if I want, I can come to the oven, and if I have all the parts, the pieces or ingredients, I can create it. But a huge, maybe the larger part of crafting is making your own recipes. So with cooking, I can come here and create something that brand new, totally unique, and I'm literally making it. So if I want, I can say, well, I've got some carrots, I got some potatoes. Potatoes is a good base item. I'll click on it. Now, I'm low level in my cooking, so there are restrictions based on your level. And there'll be some restrictions based on your character's level as well, because you could stack items in here to create something that would heal way above or fill up way more hunger than your max hunger is. So you want to pay attention to all that stuff. But essentially, you're mixing and matching stats, and each of those stats are attached to some kind of drop, whether you found something from chopping trees or from mining, or you grew it or you picked it. There's tons of items to be found, and as you can see, I chose potato as my base item, and it goes ahead and highlights everything in my food inventory that I could add to this recipe, which is a lot of stuff. I have sloe berries and rose hips and beehives and apples and salt. I have lots of salt. I even have a mug of beer, that's weird, and gooseberry and onions, or that's garlic, sorry. So if I want to, I can add, let me do a split. I'm going to add one of these. I can say, oh, let's add, if you choose a base item, you have to add that base item. So I have to add a potato, at least one potato. So I add a potato. So far, it's telling me what this recipe does. All I've added is baked deer meat that I cooked already, and a ripe potato. And this is what I get. It will restore 165 out of my max 250 health. Over 22 turns, and it fills up 45 hunger and 10 thirst. Now, there is a modifier on this baked deer meat. It modifies wisdom by 1. This recipe cannot be enhanced with the modify wisdom that this baked deer meat has. Okay? So I can say, oh wow, that's cool. What if my character was like super high level and I had like 50,000 health, right? I can just be like, let me make a bigger stack, and suddenly now I can restore 585 health. But of course, right now, just because I'm low level, I don't want to do that. And essentially, that's how you start creating things. You just start adding them in and getting. You can say, well, you know what? I want this food, but I want to be able to create an awesome buff that lasts 20 or 22 turns or something. And I want to be able to have tons of magic resist, because I'm about to go fight something that does a lot of magic damage. So I'm like, oh, well, I have 8 beehives. I'll throw them all in. Or if I had 50 beehives. You see one beehive adds 1% to Arcane Shadow, Frost, Fire, Poison. And of course now 8 of them stacked. And I've given me 8% resist to all those. So that's how you can play around. I could add all of these potatoes, and it would give me a 1045 health restoration and 296 hunger. And where's the poison resist coming from? The garlic. No, it's not coming. It's coming from the garlic and something else, perhaps. Yes. So the poison resist some of it's coming from the beehive and some of it's coming from the garlic. So it's added together to give me 12% for 20 turns. So that's how you can create, like, you can go wild and create all kinds of stuff. Whether it's something long-term that you just want to have to rely on throughout the whole game, or you come across a boss or a specific enemy that might just be, like, crushing you based on your character build. And it's just crushing you with like arcane damage or something. Well, you can, go out and farm or chop down or mine or gather the necessary ingredients and create a food item that would give you a buff to drastically increase your arcane resistance. And that's essentially how other crafting works. Whether it's a weapon or what have you. For instance, bees add fire resistance 1% per. Dragonflies have modifiers of wisdom by 1 and intelligence by 1. A larva fang, so if you wanted a sword and increase your hit chance, you could add in a ton of larva fangs, but then again, you'd have to go get those larva fangs, and you'd have to get them by, fighting stuff. I'd fight spiders to get a ton of spider legs, and then I could increase my critical chance on my sword. That'd be awesome. So that's a quick look at the discovery-based crafting in Balrum. I really enjoy it, and I have a ton of fun with it. If I missed anything or forgot something or got something wrong, let me know in the comments. You can also find me on Patreon, patreon.com/Stratix. This will also be on Zero Friction, retro and indie gaming website at zero-friction.net. And you can find me on Twitter at Stratix Gaming. And of course my YouTube, Stratix Gaming. So thanks for watching, and I'll see everyone in the next video.